It's finally great to see that Adam Kework has come his time to be inducted into the UNF Athletics Hall of Fame. It's certainly long overdue, and a privilege to have coached Adam and had Adam work for me as an assistant coach. We had two doubles teams, Adam Kework and Tom Jedlick, and Phil Dorr and Casey Cleveland, playing in the semifinals of a 128 draw doubles tournament. And if they had won both of those matches, we would have won the national championship again that year. Adam was very instrumental in leading the team in the 1994 National Women's Championship in Los Angeles, California, and so on. He has been a leader on the court, off the court, very high standards of practice and play, and never took anything for granted, and was about as humble an athlete and player as you could possibly imagine. So with all that being said, I'd like to again say congratulations to all the inductees into the UNF Athletic Hall of Fame this year, and to Coach Moon for doing such an outstanding job with the program as it's moved on to a different level. And best of luck to all the Ospreys and Ospreys teams. Go Ospreys.
Thank you for having me today, and thank you to Lee for calling on me and being part of this. It's a tremendous accomplishment, and it's very humbling. I got here back in 1988, and I really mainly want to thank two people today, is Coach Jinks and Coach Leo Vorwerk, who were the reason I came here. I was just a kid from Daytona Beach, and back in the day when there were a lot of tournaments in Jacksonville, Charlie was running one of the top programs in junior college tennis at the time, and he would have tournaments at his place, and I would see him, and I just started to get to know Charlie as a person, and really clicked with him right away. Just had an instant bond with him, and you know, Charlie then led me over to Leo, and I met Leo in the same way. Leo is a great person, and I met a lot of his teammates that were playing in tournaments throughout then, and I was just kind of sold on the place from mainly the two individuals. So I really want to thank Leo and Charlie for building this program from the start. And I've been away from it for a while, and it's like I said, I appreciate, Lee, that you called me, and appreciate the honor, and I want to start to come back and be more of a part of the program. And I know Coach Finnegan called me and congratulated me, and I look forward to doing that in the years to come. So thank you for all that. And I think mainly the success to the program for me, the interesting thing is I was able to share in a lot of ways, and it was lucky. I was able to be on a team, the team in 1990 that was so close, as Charlie said, to winning the national championship. And in my opinion, it wasn't the most talented team, but it was probably my best memory of a team that was really close. And I think that goes to show you that sometimes it's, you know, talent obviously is important, but when you have a teamwork, and you know, you can get the best as a group. And I think that was probably my memory of the team in 1990. Like I said, of just, you know, cheering for each other and having each other's back, and just had a great season, and played with a lot of great players. But it was really a team effort that made it special for me. And also the stuff like one of my memories is I was looking back. I was looking over all the Hall of Famers, and Coach Dusty was here as the baseball coach, and Charlie and Dusty and Leo were the guys that got all these programs going. And I remember one day we were playing a big match against Flagler College, and Flagler back then when we played, we were a NAIA division, and Flagler was a big rival of ours and had a lot of great players. We were 1 or 2 or 3 in the country, and they were right near us, and we were playing this match, and we were back over there, and so much was undeveloped, but we had our courts, and all of a sudden we're in the middle of our match. I hear all this noise and these clogging. I'm like, what is that? What is that? And I looked over, and the entire baseball team was coming over there with their cleats in the middle of practice and just cheering us on in a big match. And I'll never forget that. I mean, you know, we actually won the match that day, and it was nice. They stayed for about 30 minutes and just got wild and crazy and cheered us on to a win. And there was a sense of, you know, community with all the athletic programs. But I think that they should be, you know, commended for kind of building that, what's happened here. So again, for me, it's more about recognizing those great men. And, you know, I'm who I am because of them. And to this day, I run a club in New York, and I take things that Charlie taught me off the court as a person, and I say a lot of the things that Charlie's, you know, would say to me sometimes when I would be over there taking a little bit of a long water break. He'd say, Kework, you can't get it done thinking about it. And I wind up saying those same things to some of my students now. And so there's a lot of good memories. And like I said, I think that, you know, I'm thankful to have those men in my life and to learn from them and to take things. And, you know, I was a little bit of a bratty kid at times and a little mouthy, I think, but I did listen, and I appreciate them putting up with me and showing me how to be a good person, to be a good coach. And they're the reasons why I also am into tennis, and it's been a big part of my life, and I'm able to share today with my family and my friends. And my best friend, my wife Peggy, who if I'd have known her then, I think I probably would have won 4 national championships if you were there, sweetie. I love you so much, and thank you guys for having me. Okay, thank you.